everyone, Serena here and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. So today's video is a project share of something really special and really fun that I've made. So I'm gonna show you my girlies. I made these two paper dolls. I am obsessed with them. I'm gonna go through each one of them in detail. I made this one specifically for a special online subscriber. She has been following me for a really long time and always leaves the most supportive and kind messages. It's as if she knows, like, whenever I'm feeling low or something, she'll leave this amazing, beautiful comment on one of my videos or shorts, and it just warms my heart and really makes my day. So I wanted to make something for her that was special, and so I made these little dolls, and then I was so in love with it that I made one for myself. So let me show you her first. So this one is called Edwina, and her name was inspired by Bridgerton. I was, you know, season 4 came out recently, and I finished season 4, and then I started binging from season 1, and I'm at the last episode of season 4 as I filmed this. So I started watching them all over again, and I was working on this one during season 2, so that's why I named her Edwina. Anyway, she is so pretty. So basically, I'm gonna talk you through how I made the doll and how I constructed it. But if you're new to my channel and you want to see more stuff like this, please subscribe, and don't forget to click the like button and the notification bell so you're notified when I have a new video. So let's get into this one. So a while back, I bought a bunch of these doll heads from a thrift store, and there's other styles, but this one specifically has like this long stick. And it just came to me one night when I was in bed trying to think of what can I make her that's special and unique. So a couple of weeks ago, I made these tags, you know, Frankenstein tags, and I was still wanting to make stuff like that. So I was in the mood to make something with scraps, and I thought about making a party dress of scraps with these doll heads, because I finally found something to use this for. So the base of the dress are party hats. I know I could have made the stencil myself, but I was just cutting corners. I'm like, I wanted to make this as easy on me as possible. So I just went to the dollar store and I bought these party hats. So that is what I collaged on top of. So what I did was I took the doll head and I bought styrofoam cones, the size of the party hat. So I basically like stuck her into the styrofoam cone, which is inside. I'm not sure if that helps or not, but I do think it gives it extra stability. It's not like I just have the head hot glued to the hat, so I feel like the cone inside gives it some extra stability. So then I put that aside, and then I flattened out the party hat, and then I started collaging on top of it. So for this project, I used the Tombow Mono glue stick. So to glue the pieces that were like sticking up, I went in after and used the Tombow Aqua Mono liquid glue because it dries clear. So that is how I glued everything together. But then for the actual like trims and stuff, I used hot glue. So I went with a more neutral color palette of scraps because I wanted to make something tailored to what she likes, and she said she's more into darker toned colors and neutral colors. So I went through my scrap bin and I did the exact same technique. I grabbed a bunch of scraps in that color scheme, I glued everything down, and then I went on top of that with stamping, and I inked the edges, and I also added some washi tape. So the same way I did my Franken tags over here. So I let that dry, and then I assembled the cone the next day. And then I just, like I said, used hot glue gun for everything. And then to give her, you know, because the bust is pretty boring, I decided to add this black shimmery pom-pom trim. There's like some shimmer on the edge here, but I don't know if you can see that on camera. So I just wrapped it, like, she has no arms, but that's okay. I just wrapped it around her, and then I did the same thing on the bottom. So what I did for the bottom was I cut out, you know, a circle with my circle dies. I cut out a circle, and then I glued the hat to the circle, and then I added the pom-pom trim around her to finish it off. So pretty. And then I made this beautiful bow. It's so cute. I left it really long. I like how it kind of just drapes on the table, but I left it long so the recipient can decide on how long she wants it. If she wants to cut them shorter, she can. My bow is a little shorter, but I'll show you that shortly. And so yeah, I just hot glued the bow in the back here, and I think it is so freaking cute. This is definitely has to be one of my favorite projects. So this beautiful lady needed a necklace, so I made a little necklace with seed beads, some fishing wire, and this charm that I have in my stash, this heart charm. And then I added teeny tiny little bling to her ears, you know, as earrings. I think it's so cute. I absolutely love her. Miss Edwina, so pretty. So pretty. So yeah, that's basically how I constructed the doll. So it's super easy to put together if you find doll parts like this at a thrift store or online. Super easy to make. So yeah, that's why I didn't make a tutorial, because it's a little specific. Like if you don't have the doll heads, it's hard to make. But anyway, so that is Miss Edwina. Let me put her to the side and let me show you this one. I think I'm gonna name her Penelope, just because, again, I was watching season 3 when I was making her, so, and I like the name Penelope, it's pretty. So this is my Penelope, and for this one I wanted to make it more purpley and pastel-y, the colors that I like. And I don't know if you can tell, but her dress, like the party hat, is a little short, like smaller, like more cinched in, and that's because I accidentally ripped one of the edges, and so to close the ends of the hat together, I had to cinch it a little bit more closer, so it made her a little smaller. For this one, I decided to go with Mod Podge, and it was a little harder to make because I was, you know, flat on my desk and it dried flat, and then I had to basically re-bend the hat together. But because I use glue for this one, a glue stick, I don't know if you can tell, the edges are more smoother. The party hat kept its shape, whereas for this one, I use a Tombow Extreme Putty to putty down the hat flat on my surface, my work surface, and then I was using Mod Podge. And I left it there for a day or 2 or 3, and it dried completely flat. So I had to basically reshape the hat together. And there are some like thicker, like you can see it here. I'm not sure if it's gonna be on camera, but here there's like you can see an edge. It's not as round and smooth. There's like an edge here and an edge here. So yeah, I don't recommend using Mod Podge. If you can use a glue stick, I would really recommend that. And I absolutely love the Tombow Mono Glue Stick. It's perfect. It's the best, my favorite glue stick of all time. So a little bit more, not as smooth because of that reason. So anyway, just things I've learned along the way. And then even up here, there's a crack in the paper because it was so hard and I had to like reform the hat. It cracked a little bit. So I'm showing you the imperfections, but that's okay. It's still really nice and pretty. So again, I recommend glue stick if you're gonna do something like this. Alright, so I did the exact same thing. I first started making her a purple necklace, but I just really like the way these shiny black seed beads look, so I remade the same exact necklace, the same little earrings, and I think she's so freaking cute. And again, I was going to try and use purple pom-poms, but this one just fit nicely around the bust and around the bottom. Like the pom-poms that I have were a little thicker, and then another one were a little smaller, and this was like just the right size. So I went with the black pom-pom trim again. So same thing, I cut a circle for the bottom, glued the hat down, and then added my trim all around. And let me show you some of the papers that I used here. I used a lot of my own collection, so you have some Spooky Love, some Love Bites, and then some of just my favorite scraps of paper. Oops. So this is from Spooky Pastel, and then just some random, you know, American Crafts paper. My favorite, really pretty black silvery stripe paper from We Are Memory Keepers from the Something Wicked collection, which I actually used as well. You can also see the collection here. This is the same paper pad. So yeah, I use a lot of purple colors for mine. Same vintage music note paper I used for her. And I did the exact same thing. I did the stamping, I did the washi tape. I have like a Martha Stewart spiderweb punch, and I had a scrap of it, so I did use some of that on the dress as well, and I think that looks really cool. So mine is here, and I think I have some up here as well. Oh, and this is from my Black Hearts paper pad. So very pretty, just collaging some stuff. I even have some vintage wallpaper here, some vintage book paper. Oh, I should mention, hope you can see this okay. So because there's like an opening here at the top of the party hat, I added just a piece of black fabric with hot glue to hide that. At first I colored it in with a black permanent marker, but it didn't look good, so I just added a scrap piece of black fabric, and you don't even see that, it's just right here. And then I added the bow right on top of that. And then for my bow, it just happened to be shorter just because of the amount of trim that I cut. But I don't mind it. I think it still looks really nice. So you can see the difference here. I prefer the long bow, I think. But again, my recipient can cut it if she'd like to make it shorter or just leave it as is. I just kind of like it trailing on the floor as she walks. And yeah, so mine's a little short, but it's okay. It still looks really nice. And I like the bow as well. So that is my project share, my little Victorian ladies. It's funny how things come together. I had this idea way before I started watching Bridgerton, but season 4, the second part of season 4, but I continued working on it while I was watching it, and that is why I named this one Edwina and Penelope. I just couldn't help it, you know? It was kind of cool to make some type of Victorian looking lady project while watching Bridgerton. Like, that wasn't my initial plan, but I thought that was cool and how it all worked together. So yeah, these are my girls, Edwina and Penelope. I hope you guys enjoyed this project share. Let me know what you think. Let me know which one is your favorite. Do you like Miss Edwina or Miss Penelope? I like both of them, obviously, but I think I have a soft spot for Miss Edwina. She's just my first one, and I just love how neutral and how everything worked together so perfectly. And I made less mistakes on her, believe it or not, the first one that I made on her. So I'm really glad that this one is the one I'm going to be sending to my good follower. She's been there for me for so many years, leaving such great comments. I just really appreciate her, and I wanted to create something really unique for her and send her a rack. So that's one of my goals for this year. I wanted to do more random acts of kindness. So yeah, I hope she likes it as much as I do. I had a lot of fun putting it together that I had to make one for me. So now we both have sister paper dolls. Aren't they cute? I'm just kind of obsessed. I can't help it. This is definitely one of my favorite projects I've made in a really long time, and I hope you guys enjoyed it as well. So if you did like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Again, don't forget to subscribe for more videos, and I'll see you all in my next one. Take care. Bye.